A friend asked me, "How are you doing?" I smiled and laughed, almost without thinking, and said, "I'm okay." But inside, I was crying. That night, I dreamed I was walking through a town built on two levels. The upper level was bright and busy. People laughed, talked, worked, and greeted one another warmly. I walk among them easily. I smile when they smile. I answer when they ask. No one seemed to notice anything unusual about me. But in the center of the town stood a narrow staircase, worn, quiet, and easy to miss. Something in me knew I needed to go down. Below the town was another place entirely. It was slower here, heavier, honest. People sat on the ground or leaned against the walls. Some wept openly, others were silent, staring into nothing and everything at once. No one pretended, no one rushed. I sat beside an older man who looked as though he had been there a long time. "You don't belong down here," I said gently. He looked at me and replied, "Everyone belongs here at some point. The question isn't whether you come, it's whether you pretend you don't." I told him I was afraid that if I stayed too long, I never go back up. He nodded. "That's what most people fear. But grief isn't a prison, it's a place." As we talked, I noticed something else. Some people moved between the two levels. They went upstairs to laugh, to work, to help others, and then they came back down, not defeated, just honest. I watched a woman descend the stairs. She went down the stairs, her face still wet with tears, yet calm. "How do you do both?" I asked her. "How can you live up there and still come down here?" She answered quietly, "Even Jesus wept, and he still walked among the living." That's when I noticed him. He sat a little apart from the others, near the base of the staircase. People didn't avoid him, they gravitated towards him. Some sat beside him, others leaned into him. No one hurried him. "Who is he?" I asked. The older man said, "He doesn't pull people out of this place. He sits with them until they're ready to stand." I stepped closer. "When will this end?" I asked him. "When will grief leave for good?" He looked at me with eyes that had known sorrow and victory. "When this lower place is no longer needed," he said. "When death no longer has a voice. When tears have finished their work." I swallowed hard. "So, not now?" "Not yet," he replied. "Grief lives here because death still does." Then gently he added, "But death does not live forever." As he spoke, something became clear to me, simple, steady, unshakable. Grief is alive now, but it is not eternal. One day, grief will die. Hope is alive too, and unlike grief, it will never die. He placed his hand on the staircase. "Until then," he said, "you will move between the two. You will laugh without guilt. You will weep without shame. And you will never walk either level alone." I woke up with that image still in my heart. Grief does end, but not in this world. It ends in resurrection. And until that day, hope does not silence grief, it outlives it.